You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. Melinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your weekly prediction edition. All of these are based on recent episode activity and official NBC soap spoilers, some leaks, some behind-the-scenes stuff. We got lots to talk about. We've got predictions for Stefan and Melinda, for Clyde Weston, for Eric Brady, for Kristen and EJ, and for Jada and Everett. And hey, if you haven't, please click that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Let's just dive right in. So our first prediction is that Stefan DiMera is going to convince Melinda Trask to reopen Li Shin's murder case. So the spoiler about this is Tuesday the 28th. Stefan hopes that Melinda will reopen the case. And if you remember, Rafe took all this extra evidence to EJ when he was DA, and he said, new evidence, don't care, case closed. Stefan took the evidence to him, and EJ was even worse to him. But then Stefan went over his head, went to Paulina. Paulina looked at it and was like, oh yeah, there's definitely, looks like there's enough here. And that was kind of the straw that tipped everything. So she fired EJ and she hired Melinda. And I also like Melinda being involved in this because Melinda really liked Li Shin. Remember, she originally was dating him to try and entrap him into confessing on tape, but then they wound up kind of liking each other. And when he's back from the dead, because he's not dead, Remington Hoffman is back on the set shooting scenes as Lee, and it looks like from the chatter that I'm hearing from behind the scenes that Lee and Melinda are dating. She's still DA. Good stuff like that, because Tina Huang is still around as well. Anyway, I do think Stefan is going to be able to convince her, and I think that is going to really aggravate EJ because Gabby has made it her mission to make sure that EJ gets nowhere at DiMera Enterprises. My second prediction, I think Clyde Weston might be killed off. So the cops are looking for him, you know, among them Harris Michaels, and with him Ava Vitali. Lucas Horton, dressed up as a priest, is along for the ride. They are hot on Clyde's trail in Montana, big sky country. In the promo, Lucas in his little cassock, his little priest outfit, runs right into Officer Goldman. And then on Monday the 27th, Harris and Ava leave town chasing Clyde. By Wednesday the 29th, Lucas is with them in Montana as they search for Clyde. Thursday the 30th, spoilers say the three of them will work out a plan to capture Clyde. So the thing is, Clyde knows with the evidence they have on him, the drug book, his murder of Abigail, the kidnapping, just all this stuff, and attempted murder of Harris, all that. Clyde knows he is never going to see daylight again if the cops catch him. So I think he may go out in a blaze of glory, go down firing and fighting, because that is better than letting him haul him back to Statesville, because he probably wouldn't be able to escape again. Although this is not his first jailbreak. Let's not forget that. My third prediction, Eric Brady, poor Eric Brady, he is going to spiral out bad. So it began on Friday, and then it picks up on Monday, where Eric has baby Jude. He's over at the DiMera mansion. He is handing over the baby to Nicole and EJ. And of course, EJ knows that's Eric's baby, but he doesn't care because he's awful. And then Holly Jonas is going to join them for scenes. She's going to find out that Jude, who she adores, is actually her baby brother. And then also on Tuesday, Eric is with Rafe. Looks like they head back to the apartment and are stunned that Sloan took off. Well, of course she did, duh. And Eric wants her to pay, but Sloan might get away with it with EJ's help. And so Eric is about to have a wife who's done this horrible thing, and they're run out of town, which is just embarrassing and horrible. And he doesn't have a kid because he doesn't know that is his kid. I just think he might completely and totally spiral. He may start drinking. You know, there's some some troubling addictive genes in that gene pool. He might start making some bad choices, sink into depression, let Kristen drug and rape him again. I mean, there's no telling what this former father might do. Bless his heart. I cannot wait till Eric finds out that really is his baby. But in the meantime, I think he's going to circle the drain. Our next prediction, Kristen DiMera figures out EJ's big secret. And of course, the big secret is that's not his baby. So on Thursday, the 30th, this coming week, EJ is boasting to Kristen about his new son, and she can usually smell a rat. I mean, the real genetic results are in the safe because Sloan took the wrong envelope. She shredded the fake ones. The real ones that say that that baby is not related to EJ's genetic profile are sitting in the safe. And EJ thinks all the paternity tests were rigged. So it's not even on his mind that there might be something in the safe that's a problem. But I could totally see Kristen digging around in there going, what's this? Opening it up and then being able to blackmail him into anything she wants, to naming her CEO, to signing the house over to her, to kissing her toes on a daily basis. EJ will do anything to keep Eric and Nicole from finding out that they made a baby. And I think as much crap as EJ has put Kristen and Stefan through, that it would be fabulous if Kristen found out, if she told Stefan, if Stefan told Gabby, and then boom, of course it's going to blow up in EJ's face. Our fifth and final prediction, I wonder if Jada Hunter might be hot for Everett/Bob Everett again. So the promo for Days of Our Lives for this week has a shower scene with Jada and Everett making out, but I believe that's either a flashback or it's one of them fantasizing. So on Friday, when Rafe and Jada were down to let him out of the cell, I think, or to bring him upstairs, I guess, he was flirting with Jada, and that's Bobby. But the Bobby coming out, and it really bothered Rafe. And on Friday the 31st, Jada and Stephanie each have an encounter with Everett that kind of leaves them scratching their heads. And Jada is starting to feel bad about judging a man with a mental illness. So she doesn't hate him anymore. She's like, oh, wow, I just really need to rethink this. And she did love him enough to marry him before. So I just wonder if she'll take another look at him once his head is on straight, if he's still interested in her. I mean, we all know that Rafe cannot keep a woman. He can't. He has been through so many women in Salem, and none of them have stayed. So you never know. He might lose one to Everett. We'll see how it goes. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. Definitely drop your comments on where you think these storylines are going, and be sure and come back every single day. We are talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.